Good morning, everyone. Yeah, just organising a bit of the kitchen. So what you've seen before is when we just used sort of fold-up tables and camp tables that we had. What happened yesterday was that we dismantled the kitchen that was in the bus up on the land and took the units and brought them here. Eventually up on the land what we want is an outdoor kitchen, so this wasn't really going to be used and it's just sitting there. And here in the house we need a good temporary kitchen, so we've brought down the 2 units that were there and the worktop, and I've got it fit right across the width of the kitchen, and then moved the cooker over to the side here. There you go. And that's what I'm doing today. So I've given them all a good clean. Just going to get the shelves in. The Power Oak, the Bluetti Power Oak has gone in, 2 of them side by side. So time to get the shelves in and then get all of the food, which is behind the camera and a right mess, all sorted out, and get this kitchen shipshape. A behind the camera shot. We just had no storage, everything was just piled, and either standing on a makeshift shelf or on the floor or on these 2 little tables here. So this is going to give us a much more functional kitchen. I just have to stop Darren trying to put everything on my work surfaces. I love a clear work surface. Darren likes everything on display. There we go, loads of storage space. I've got too much countertop here, so I'm going to mark this up and chop this little piece off, and then that should give me one long counter space going quite nicely along the length of the kitchen. But Darren can do that when he gets back. Max is loving the sardines. It's what's left of my eggs I was given the other day when we looked at the truck. Hey, remember this, Jane? Still got it. Still using your bay leaves. Thank you. So what did I say? Darren will come in and he'll start moving things around. And yep. So they've gone from being down there and they're now taking up all the bench space here.
Wait, yeah. That's
But I suppose at least I can get more storage down there, but less workspace there.
I think the good thing about these is that they can go on top of each other. So rather than taking up 2 spaces down the bottom, you've only taken up 1 space as such. So I don't know if that's a better option.
Okay.
I don't know what the better option is. I'm just trying things.
It's a temporary kitchen, so it's always a work in progress, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll look at it tonight. We'll sit down over there and we'll be going, what about this and that and that? And we'll come up with another idea. Yeah. We'll do that, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay, but in the moment we'll do this.
But I am thinking this table that we had used as a water station or whatever, with like our hand soap and get a nice bowl.
Right.
So it can be a wash station.
Nice, a wash station.
Because we're always coming in with dirty hands, aren't we?
Yeah, at the minute. Yeah. So that'd be a nice idea. Have it as a wash station.
Yeah. And then it keeps it separate from our drinking water.
So
and
it's a nice height for that.
Yeah.
Quite a nice height.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'll let you off with that one then.
Okay.
Well, we've sort of come to an agreement and we've come to this. So, yes, all the bluetties are up on there, but they're all stacked and don't take too much space. A bit dodgy. Yeah. And I've got all of that extra storage, things organised. I've got the water, I've still got plenty of workbench. Oven's just moved out a little and the bin is down the side, and then to the right of the bin we've got a little wash station. Just need a nice bowl in the next couple of days and that'll go there, and somewhere to put a nice hand towel, and that'll work for us for a good while. So we're going to have a coffee and a biscuit and a sit down. So I think this afternoon is going to be a bit of a chill out. We've had a few manic days recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we're just going to calm down, have a coffee and have a slow afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We were out this morning just getting some pallets actually from a neighbour down the road to take up to the land, and as we came back I spotted this, and this was in another neighbour's, just sort of in the front of the house, and they're not there at the moment because they're having some work done on the house. So we asked through different neighbours who can get in contact with them to see if it was okay for me to take this. A bit difficult to see what it is lying on its side, but it's some shelves, big old heavy shelves that has just been ripped out of the house that they are renovating. And as soon as I come outside it's actually started to rain. I'm not going to complain about the rain. So got this for nothing. It's very rough and ready. It's made with big old nails, just nailed together. Some of the wood has got like a little detail on it, and this has been carved out, but it's all just very rough wood. It's got a little bit of a twist on it as well. But what I'm hoping is that I can use it for some storage up on the land once we've built our deck. So what I'm going to do is measure down, and I want to cut this end piece off where it's broken. That'll make it a little bit shorter, and hopefully make it more sturdy and able to stand up. So then I can sand it down and give it, I don't know, some varnish or a stain, something to help with its new life. So that's what we're going to do. So at the moment it's 210 centimetres tall. I think I'll take that back to 170. That'll take it back to some good wood and hopefully stand straight. All I need now is my soarer, but he's having a little siesta. I have to wake him up. Big old nails, square shaft on them. Hello again. So last time you saw me sawing off the bottom where the sort of the legs were uneven and a bit rotten and broken, but I couldn't sand it then because I didn't have any sanding pads for the sander. But we've been into Castelabranco, we've bought loads of stuff for various jobs, and now I've got some so I can get on with it. So I'm just going to give this a sand down. It is just a rough thing and it's hopefully just temporary, so we'll see what I end up with. Got my mask on, got my gloves on. Got everything plugged into my little power hook. Here we go. I'm just going to wash it all down, get the dust off. There we go, it's all sanded, it's still a bit rough. I've washed it down, just going to leave it to dry in the nice warm air. It's sort of working. Never tried this technique before, but sort of slough it on, rub it up. And I'm quite proud of how this has turned out. It is very rough. Somebody had just thrown it away. So after a good quick sand and slathered the white paint on and then rubbed it off with a cloth, that's all dry now. And that will do. That will make a real good storage, even temporary. I think the wood's quite rotten, but even temporary, that should still last us 5-6 months, and I'll be happy with that. Well, a day or two has passed and the unit I was working on for the kitchen is all dry and it's now in place. So I thought I'd just give you a quick look so you can see for yourself. So it's here at the end of the kitchen. We've got our twinkly lights on because it's about 8 o'clock. It's not taking up too much space, but it's given us lots of storage. So water, dried things, jars, and the height means that the light sort of shines through the kitchen, and it fits in really well with the rest of the kitchen. And today I've been baking, so I'm just about to make a coffee and we have some Bakewell tart. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of an upcycle project, and we will see you next time. So take care. Bye bye.